Wastelander. Welcome back. Looks like it's that time of year again. Time for the Fasnacht festivities to begin. That multi-annual time of year. So, this may be your first time, it may be your 10th time. Either way, we're going to talk about how to get the most out of the Fasnacht event in Fallout 76. Or as I like to call it, Fat Snatch. Now, let me get changed, and here we go. So, the Fasnacht is like I said, multi-annual event that takes place in Fallout 76. I just started playing at the beginning of 2021. So this Fasnacht is my first event. However, it has a long history both in the game world lore and in the gamer world lore. So first off, we'll talk about the actual in-game reason for this. If you're like me and you enjoy the RPG story and lore elements of things, there is a whimsical little tale to go along with the event. If you listen to all of the robots and the things they say, and you collect a few of the holotapes that are around the event area, which is in Helvetia, and we'll talk about that in a second. But there's a nice little story that goes along with why the event takes place. As far as the game goes and why the event takes place, it's just basically an excuse for an easy, free legendary, 3-star legendary, with the possibility for other rewards. And it's kind of a filler event for in between major holidays and whatnot. So in the game, it has a history as being in sort of AFK event, if you will. There's a lot of people who take advantage of the fact that you don't have to do much and you can still reap the rewards. I'm not here to get into the politics of how somebody should play the game. As in life, in gaming, I say if it doesn't hurt anybody and it doesn't ruin the experience for anybody else, then play how you want. And in this case, for the most part, you're not hurting anybody. There's so many people at the event that it doesn't matter if you sit there or not. And even when you participate, sometimes you don't even get hardly any XP or kills because everybody is so sweaty. So either way you play it, let's get into how to make the most out of it. First things first, every hour on the hour, at the top of the hour, the event starts in Helvetia, which is located in the middle of the map, close to the Overseer's house and even the camp area. It's just west of her house and north, just barely. It's right there. You'll see it. I'll show it on the screen. It'll be easy. Once the event starts, or if you want to get there early, like I do, I will usually hop on a music, one of the music instruments in the area, and I will wait for the event to start. People put camps nearby. They put survival tents so you can like rest or play instruments there. You can mess with your inventory if you need to. Shop if it's a camp that has a vendor. I've seen a lot of different things since I've started running this. So once you get over there, the event's going to start. It's going to notify you that you've joined it, and then you're going to want to talk to the Master of Ceremonies, which is the handy bot that's over on the bridge. Once you talk to him, he'll tell you which 5 robots to go look for and to do chores for. There are several robots that are possible. He'll give you 5. They will change every once in a while. I like to face him when I talk to him at a certain direction, so when I talk to him, when it triggers it, I can see if the music bot shows up. When he appears, I'll run over there. I'll do the music one first. If I'm going AFK, I will usually sit in the music spot because it helps finish the music robots part faster, so at least you're doing something. In my case, when I go AFK, I try to do things before I go AFK. I'll get it started. I will try to finish any chores that I can or contribute to anything I can, and then I'll go sit on an instrument and leave it until I come back. usually when I'm doing it, I come back before the event's over, and I end up helping out anyway. I have several examples where I've gone AFK at the beginning. I've done everything to help the party start, gone AFK, come back, got a bunch of rad toad kills, and then went AFK again, came back, and got the legendary at the end, and then was there, you know, to complete it. So, depending on what you're doing and how you play, it doesn't really matter. Like I said before, there's so many people usually doing the event that if you want to AFK it, that's on you. As long as you're not doing anything to ruin it for anybody else, go for it. Anyway, so you talk to the Master Ceremonies. He tells you to go find 5 robots. They will be different every time. There's several different robots. I'm going to kind of go over all of them, and I'll tell you like the little areas that you need to do the things, but I'm not going to go in depth because I'm not like going to walk you through a very simple event. But I am going to help you get the most out of it. So first off, we'll get the easy ones out of the way. The Candlestick Maker, he wants beeswax. Beeswax can be like capped on you for a long time, so I usually try to stock up every time I do the event, or if I'm on a different server, I'll grab as much beeswax as I can and save it so I can just run up and finish this one real quick. If you don't have beeswax, it does spawn in the area. Everything you need is in the area of the town. So the beeswax will be located on the honey house, which is a little shack in the sort of back middle side of the town, where like you'll see there's a river and a bridge, and there's like a little gazebo and some buildings, and once you get familiar, you'll understand. So there's beeswax all around that building, enough to finish it every time. Once you've done that, that robot's done. The next possible robot is super easy. It is the party robot, and he's right there in the town square in the building with the balloons and decorations. Basically, you just go up to 4 different boxes, you pick the decorations, and that's done. Another easy one but annoying one is the beer stein, the historian. He wants you to collect the beer steins. You'll notice there are beer steins littered everywhere in random places. Collect those, return to him, turn them in, and you're done. It's annoying because you don't get to keep the beer steins, so you can't stock up on them. However, they are everywhere, so it's easy to find them all. The next annoying but easy one is the butcher, which is also located right there on the main street. And he wants the intestines of animals, and if you're in the area, you will notice that every time you try to use VATS, you are getting a squirrel, chicken, raccoon, possum, like all kinds of animals are popping up. There's little animals everywhere. That's so you can kill them, get their intestines, and turn them in to the butcher. Once you turn those in, he's done. The next one that's actually it's not difficult, but a lot of people seem to get confused on like how easy this one is, and that's the baker. He's located at the last house on the street, and he wants eggs, rad toad eggs to be specific, and you'll notice there's a creek that runs right there through the town. Just hop down there in the creek. There are rad toad egg spawns. Grab a bunch of them, hop up there, and turn them in. You're done. Rad toad eggs can also like be kept, so you can stock up on those and turn that in very quickly if you're running this more than once and you want to help other people get along real quick. So the next one is kind of glitchy sometimes, and that's the honey house. If you go into the honey house, the beekeeper also has his own little thing where he wants you to kill a random amount of honeybees that glitch out and sometimes show up properly. Sometimes they take a long time to show up. Sometimes you kill them so fast that you end up glitching it out. Just wait around, hop around. They all pop up in the little like the grassy areas around the building, even as far as on the other side of the street. But they're all right there around the building, so you just kind of run around, hop around the area until they pop up. And every time one pops up, kill it until it says completed, and boom, he's done. The musician is the easiest one. You just play the instruments until the meter fills up. Boom, he's done. Then there is the woodsman. and he's actually super easy, but another one that I think people kind of don't realize how easy it is. So the Woodsman wants you to fill up the wood pile with 50 pieces of wood, but it's not like the wood you have in your junk or scrap. So it's wood piles around the town, and if you run all the way to the end of the street past the baker, there's a yellow house on the left, and at the backside of that house there's a huge pile of wood, and it has all the wood you need, and you just go there and you stock up on wood and you run up and you turn it in, and boom, you're done. So that's the Candlestick Maker. You get the beeswax. The beer stein guy, the historian, he wants the beer stein. The wood, he wants the wood. The party guy, you pick up decorations, done. The honey house, he wants you to kill the bees. If they don't glitch out, boom, easy to do. The baker, he wants rat toad eggs. They're in the creek beds, so that's easy to do. And I believe that covers all of them. Now, once you've got all 5 things that they want done, and they all get their masks on, and they all take their time collecting in the streets, this is a great time for everybody to gather around and pop open their lunch boxes. I found on many occasions that if you pop a lunchbox, everybody who has a lunchbox will also pop it, and you'll have so many buffs, it's a party. So, once that gets started, it takes a minute. It's really slow and laggy. Sometimes it goes smooth, sometimes it takes a minute, but once they start marching, they'll go down the street towards the bridge and the yellow house, and this will be at the end of the bridge. At the intersection is where the first stop and defend point will be, and this is going to be a wave or a couple of waves depending on if it glitches out of rat toads. Basically, in my experience, everybody's already waiting in all the spawn spots, and they're just destroying everything before it even spawns. But I have found that if you get a jump on them, you can see where half of them spawn from the top of the honey house corner, and there is 2 spots at either side of the creek where a rat toad can get stuck behind the edge of the bridge, and people miss that one. Specifically, if you're looking at the creek from the honey house, the one on the left side always gets a few stuck right in that corner, and you'll see where I go. And so always check there. If it's taking forever and they're not showing up, sometimes they're just stuck there. But they basically come from the creek. They come from about 3 points, and once they're done, you move on to the next part, which is near the gazebo at the backside of the little courtyard of the town. And there you will fight, defend against a wave of super mutants, mostly super mutant suiciders. This part's kind of annoying. Most people, again, are already covering all the spots, and it goes pretty quick. And you just got to watch out for getting hit in the blast of a suicider. Other than that, it goes pretty smooth. Once that's done, the parade heads back up to the street where it started. And once the parade gets to where it started, basically, the music will stop. There will be a defend, and this is the part everybody waits for. A legendary Mega Sloth will show up. Now, he most likely will show up behind the tree where you will see me. You'll see on the video. He usually shows up there. However, there are a few other spots he could show up. He can show up behind the house next to it where you can't see him. He can show up behind the shed next to that house where you can't see him. And he can show up next to the butcher's house and the, like, right there next to that party house, right in between those, and you won't see him. So, the best place to stand is right here on the top of the truck. That is where I usually stand. And that way you can kind of see where he's going to come. Because, let me tell you, as soon as he spawns, he's almost basically dead. Everybody's waiting for him. Everybody's spraying their bullets, and he goes quick. So if you don't get a tap on him, you're not going to get anything out of him. So it's really important to kind of get a good vantage and know where to look and be ready for it. But, most likely, he will be showing up behind that tree. And as long as you're ready and waiting, you'll get a couple hits in. And you'll get a reward from him, and then the event's over. Light the bonfire up and reap the rewards. There are several masks that you can get. There are several plans that you can get, all related to the event. there are several recipes you can get. A few of these are rare, and they're really hard to get. I've run this so many times. I have like 20 berets. I have like multiples of each mask except for the rare ones. There is a plan for the effigy, the pile of wood that you burn with the winter man. You can get that for your camp. I got that finally. It took me probably running it like 100 times, 50 times. And then I got it again right after that, so I got it twice in a row. So they do repeat rewards. There's, you know, a lot of repeat rewards, but you guaranteed get a 3-star legendary every time. And it's super easy. If you want to just AFK there, I've seen people sit on the banjo, the guitar, for literally all day long. The day that I ran this, I stayed on the same server, and there was one guy who was always at the banjo. He was naked playing the banjo the whole time. I don't think he moved once. Otherwise, like I said, let people play how they want if they're not ruining it. You'll see, I'm going to show you something I do, because I found that it helps kind of even the playing field. But if you happen to have a camp close by, there's something kind of cool you could do if you have the right implements that I like to do for fun. It doesn't really ruin it for anybody, so I don't feel like I'm doing anything, nothing, you know, major. But there are a lot of people who are going to be trolly. There's a lot of people who will try to kill the robot sometimes. There's people who are going to just, like I said, AFK. They're going to stand in certain places. They will tape their sticks together, and you'll see them standing and spinning. You know, I say if you're going to AFK, do it by going, you know, onto an instrument, or do something in game that makes sense. Do a dance. I don't know. But, you know, try to contribute a little bit if you're going to take advantage of it. Either way, it's just a game. It's fun. Don't ruin it for anybody. Go out there, take these tips. I show you all the spots you need to see and all the things you need to do to make the most out of it. And if you stick around after the end credit there, I'll show you a little fun thing I like to do that really helped me take advantage of everybody knowing what they were doing. Because this was my first year, so I had no idea. But I learned really quick. And you will too. So thanks for watching. I hope this helps you out. If the Fasnacht is running right now, then this should work, because as far as I can tell, the patterns don't change. So good luck, and I hope you get some good rewards out of it. Alright guys, thank you for watching. If you're still here, you know I love you. I'll see you next time. Hope to see you out there in the wasteland. You can see my gamer tag. You can find me out there. And come visit the shop. I got some cool stuff. I like to build shit, so I'm always moving my camp. So if you see me online, come visit. Anyway, I'll see you next time, guys. Love you, bye! Okay, so, if you're still here, you were probably curious about what I was talking about. So I usually skip the super mutant fight, hop over to this truck right here, because I get the best vantage point of where the sloth spawns at, which can be either one of these couple spots here, but usually it'll be over at this tree where I'll throw the smoke at. I usually wait till the robot gets out to the street, the main robot there, and then I'll throw it. Gives it time to time it a little bit better, depending on how fast they're going. As you can see, it was early here. But once the music stops, the Mega Sloth shows up. And if he shows up there, you're going to hit him with your artillery. You'll also block everybody else from being able to easily see it and take shots and kill it right away, giving everybody time to kind of get ready. But if he doesn't spawn there, everybody's distracted by your explosions and smoke. They don't see that he spawned over here. And you can run over, get a couple shots in, get your loot out of it. Either way, it helps everybody kind of get a chance. It takes care of the people who just melt the legendary before it even gets a chance to, you know, get out there. And like I said, if you have a camp close by and the artillery, that's all you need. And you time it right, and boom, you get yourself a better chance at getting that legendary. And you kind of, you know, put a damper on the people who are just waiting with their miniguns to just melt it as soon as it shows up. So there you go, guys. That's how I do it. Hopefully some of these tips helped. Hopefully you can still get quite a bit of luck out of the event this year, and if not, then better luck next year or next time, and I'll see you out the wasteland. Bye guys.